welcome to another Smurd P video, and today I have the pleasure of sharing SH Figuarts complete Mighty Morphin Power Ranger team. The power is on! And here are the 5 Figuarts with the Legacy Megazord, and I think they look really nice. Or you can just remove this and they still look awesome. So I guess whatever your preferences. But first up we have the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Black. That was terrible. Here we have Zach or Adam, depending on your preference. I've put in the Power Coin and the Mastodon because I think it's quite cool to, you know, do stuff like this. And the coin from the Legacy was quite nice, but the figure is absolutely beautiful. It comes with a blade. There are some other accessories which I'll try and show you. Damn it, it's not focusing. But so the Black Ranger I think was about the 4th figure we got out, or 5th, after Pink Ranger, and you know, he was beautiful, and I absolutely love this figure. Yeah, I love them all. They're absolutely amazing. It comes with this awesome axe, which is perfect. Interchangeable hands. The only thing that I worry about when you do change hands, I worry that because the little bit in here is kind of like thin and small, I worry that it could break. But yeah, Black Ranger, you got to have him in your team, obviously, if you can get him. They did have the one where he wore his shield. It was a San Diego exclusive. He wore the shield for like 10 seconds. But it was awesome. I didn't get that one. I didn't feel the need to get it. So, but there we go. There's the Black Ranger. Before we move on to the next HR figures, I wanted to show you some of the other accessories we get. So you get the 2 lance pieces for Billy, which I thought was quite cool. For Kimberly, you get this hand with this, and if you line it up right, you can get a really decent pose. You came with this, and this is quite, I thought it was quite ironic, because these were kind of in Power Rangers in Space. They were kind of like, what are they? They're slingers. I can't remember what they're called. And I guess in the Zoo Ranger, don't quote me on that, they used to attach this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know the Japanese versions of this. So it's quite cool that they're attached to this. I thought that's quite awesome. You come with numerous hands, and I mean numerous hands. There are so many hands, sorry, I'm getting my hand in the way, that I don't even know whose hand belongs to who. All I know is that I had to keep it together. For the Green Ranger, he came with this and the Red Ranger. And I think once again in the Japanese version, they used to have these as their neck kind of guards, which is kind of cool. And a couple of them, I think maybe one clearly came with a Blade Blader, which is a little bit disappointing because you could have had so many possibilities if you got a whole set of that. And the same with this. Not all of them came with this, which is disappointing. But they did all come with this. I'll get it out in a sec. So I just thought I'd show you these. Oh, and there's the belt, which is pretty well done. I like this. In fact, I like all the paint apps. I think they really went out well. They spent time on these things. Next up is Pink Ranger, Kimberly or Cat, whoever you prefer. I always liked Cat, to be honest with you. I think she was a real fresh off breath air when she come in. Don't kill me, you know. Obviously Kimberly, I preferred her. She, you know, I liked her. She was the original. She was cool. She made the show for a long time, and she was a big part of it. And then Cat just was something different that I thought was, I thought it was probably needed. I guess that little slight change. You know, something new, something different. There's the Legacy Pterodactyl. Let's see if we can. Oh man, I'm really sorry. I'm not getting these morphers to focus really well. But you know, I think the paint apps are really well done, especially on the Pink Ranger. It seems to be so fresh. It just all sits in really nicely. I mean, just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, sorry about the dust. If you follow my videos, you know I'm notorious for not dusting my figures. Bad toy collector. Mainly when I get them in a position, I'm usually quite satisfied until I want to change it, and then I go and dust them all. So these guys have actually been on the top of my shelf for a long time. Perfection. This is Kimberly Strokes Cat Power Bow. Probably more Kimberly's. Things I think it changed so much by the third series that I don't think Cat really used this. And you know, this is beautiful. Fantastic paintwork on this. Next up we have the Blue Ranger, which was only ever Billy because he was so awesome and the best geek on television. Here's his legacy Triceratops, which is pretty awesome. But the figure itself, and I'm sorry, he is dusty. That is beautiful work once again. I felt with this one and Trina, I don't know, I just didn't feel as happy with it for some reason. I don't know what it was. I mean, it was the same mold. Everything's exactly the same. I don't know, maybe it was, you just wanted something different, perhaps. You know, I don't know what it was, but yeah, something just felt a bit off. But yeah, this, you know, it works. I'm happy with this figure. Billy was cool. This figure rocks. Here he's Lance joined together, already built, unlike the two separate ones. And with this, I think a lot of people pointed it out already, is it felt that this was perhaps a bit too small, because, you know, when you think of it, you think it was kind of like down here and kind of like up here, and it was really long. So this was a bit of a, just that slight bit of disappointment. Maybe this was it, that just kind of, why didn't you give us a long lance, man? But it's cool, it works. There we go. Go face Madam Wu. Next up is the Yellow Ranger, aka Aisha or Trini. Who do you prefer? I've got to admit, I don't think I was fussed by either. They were, I think by that point it was the Tommy show, I guess. That's probably a bit unkind. You know, it was an ensemble show, but you know, most of the cool things happened with him. So, but this figure, I said about Billy, this kind of felt, I don't know, a bit off. But I know that this is feminine compared to the Japanese version, which was a man in the show, which is where we got all that cool footage from. So I'm glad they made the effort over here. Oh my god, look at the dust on there. Bad toy collector. Right, and you know, I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt's absolutely wicked. I always liked this. I used to say to my brother, oh, they all turn into Sabretooths, but I was talking about Zoltron or whatever the hell it was. But yeah, she was cool. This was cool. Especially in High Five. I like that episode. That was one of my favorite episodes. When she was afraid of heights. So yeah, there we go. SH Figuarts Yellow Ranger. Pretty damn cool if you can get her. And here are her two daggers, which once again, the artwork and time spent on these are phenomenal. You know, you could pre-grab, oh, that's meant to have like a signal in there, a sigma in there or something. But you know, you can't get everything, especially that small. How the hell would they do that? But sorry, it's not going to focus on that. But you kind of outlined the Sabretooth tie. They really did some good work with these morphers, I have to admit. And beautiful. Here he is, the Mighty Red Ranger. Now, if I remember correctly, this was the first SH Figuarts that I got, followed by the Green Ranger. Pretty much I was debating which Ranger to get at the time, and they brought out this other Red Ranger, which was by Bandai, and it was huge, and it was, I thought it was the same thing, but it wasn't, and it was, well, let's just say it didn't last very long in my household. And this figure is absolutely phenomenal. I think I got the Japanese version, if I remember rightly. Maybe that's why I have those strange guns. I mean, look at that sword detail. Oh, absolutely fantastic. That's perfection in itself. And the figure itself, sorry, once again, the dust. Oh, man. No more bad toy collector. I've cleaned him. And this head sculpt is absolutely amazing. Come on, focus. There we go. You can see the little things, and that's that little mask there that just looks, I'm in charge here. So I prefer Jason over Rocky. I think Rocky was better in Zeo That's when he, for me, showed his character. But Jason, all the way through until the changeover, he was leader of the Power Rangers. There was no doubt about that. And, you know, he was a good leader. And I liked him when he returned as the Gold Ranger. So there is another version of this figure with the gold shield, which was actually quite cool because it comes with a dragon dagger and stuff. And I do kind of still want that because I like Jason when he had that the gold armor from the Green Ranger. He was actually really, really awesome with that. So, and it didn't last very long, which was kind of a bit disappointing. But hey ho, everyone loved the Green Ranger. He was a moneymaker. He made money for Bandai. It was cool. It made sense. So let's move on. This is the White Ranger, and because I've got the Falcon and the Tiger Zord, they're gonna join along and be his guardian. And this was probably the most expensive one that I brought. I spent what, 60 quid on him, British pounds. What, last year I think it was. But he was worth it, you know. Look at that. Oh, absolute perfection. I've just given it a quick clean so I don't look so bad. Because, you know, these figures should be treasured. Apparently this bit comes out. Why you'd want to take that bit out, I have no idea. Look at the belt buckle. These bits flick up so you got a bit of movement or articulation. The helmet, wow. I still can't believe how good these actually look. I didn't clean him that well. Terrible, terrible man. Just before I take Subber out for you. And once again, they have spent some time on these weapons. I think these are the first weapons that have truly had some real love given to them. And this is why these figures are so worth getting. So I'm trying to focus on the face. Come on. There we go, that works. So there's a face. I'm sorry, it's still not focusing. Focus. There we go. And with this sword, it comes with an extra blade mode. I don't recall seeing this in the show, but you know, it made sense, I guess, when he was fighting Goldar after they went on that TV show and stuff like that. And I guess it probably did happen. I just never noticed it. So there we go. The White Ranger. Sorry, there was no way I was going to get through this video without doing that. And here we have SH Figuarts Green Ranger with Legacy Dragon Zord and his power coin. And I'm going to go straight to his weapon because this was awesome. Whoever thought of putting the Sword of Darkness in this set was perfect. I mean, even if you look at the little ruby, it looks like there's something in there. Oh, this is just amazing. I would never have imagined that we would see such a well-detailed sword for fight that happened in, what, 4 episodes? It's absolutely amazing. Now you can do green with evil if you like. Oh no, Tommy's going to be good and he's going to just pop up for the last 10 minutes of the episode. Let's get on to the figure. And as always, SH Figuarts deliver. This figure is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at that shield. It is absolutely brilliant. And yes, he has a butt plug and, you know, you get these bits. But it all helps because when you can pose him and do, you know, crazy things. I'm not even going to try and do that. Because I don't like to damage my figures. I just let them get dusty on shelves. And people probably think I'm crazy. Once again, the helmet is phenomenal. Everything you could expect. I didn't clean him very well as I thought. And let's get out the float. Who calls this big guy? And wow. Once again, as I said like 2 minutes ago or 30 seconds ago, wow, it's just absolutely, I don't even need to say anything. You can see it and it's just wow. And here we have the Power Rangers with their weapons. Power axe, power bow, power sword, power daggers, power lance, and when they come together, they come together and they become. So before I put them in the Power Ranger hands, I just thought I'd show you this. And it's quite cool. In the later Figuarts that were coming out, they were coming with a couple of pieces each. I don't think it was their original